This past Thursday night was hard. We said from the beginning of training camp, winning at this level is hard. Saturday is going to be hard, so let's don't go in there thinking it's going to be any other way. To get ourselves mentally prepared for what it's going to take. Now, can we do it? Yeah, in fact, we should do it, but it's going to be hard. Number one, it's going to take discipline, and that's going to be critical, guys. Coach just showed the clip of Boston College beating Florida State last night. Boston College had one penalty. They beat the dog mess out of them because they ran for almost 290 yards. And that's what they did to them. They had one penalty. Discipline. It's going to take great discipline, guys. Number two, Coach been preaching to us over and over, so we don't come back sad saying we wish we had. It's going to require unbelievable effort. And it's not only going to require it from the players, it's going to require it from the coaches and staff demanding that you do it. And we're going over this now, guys, so we don't come back upset saying we wish we had, because it should be ours. But this is what it's going to take. Unbelievable effort. That what we just saw ain't getting it. And for us to allow you to do it ain't getting it. Again, I'm always keep it real. We got today, hard practice. And then the last thing, and it's not talked about much, but when you go in that stadium, just to give you a picture of it, you know how loud our stadium got on Thursday night. Well, double that, and everybody wearing red. Because their stadium is twice the size of ours, holds twice as many as ours. Double that, and everything is red. So it's going to take great poise. It's going to take great poise, because everything ain't going to always go right. How are we going to come back the next week? It's going to take great poise in all of that noise. We got a great opportunity, guys, but it's going to take and require, and you can't shortcut it, those things that Coach has been preaching all along, beginning with unbelievable effort.
Work our butt off today. What we don't have time for is emotional players that are selfish. We don't have time for that, so I don't want to see that out of nobody. We don't have time for players that start with an I. Don't want to see that out of nobody. We don't have time for excuses. Don't want to hear that from nobody. What we do have time for is everybody that's disciplined. Coaches, believe what you see. Believe what they put on tape. We don't have in-game trials. We're not going to do that. We're not going to throw you out there hoping to get something that you promised us or that we saw on film to even get you here. We're not doing that. We go by what we see at practice. Do you understand that? Or you won't play. Depending on how you practice, that's how you get down. That's how you get down. If you show us that in practice, preferably we see it in the game, we're going to give you an opportunity. But if you don't, you won't. I promise you that. Let's have a great day of practice.
Seriously, are you giving them hell or are you just giving me hell? Yes, are you giving the defense hell? Give them hell. I'm giving them more than hell. Give them hell. That's the only way they're going to get better is if you give them hell. You understand me? It's all about developing you too, right? Let's go. Let's go. All right, yo.
She is not my kind. We out here passing to the game when you treat us like wife.
We're doing it over. We understand that? Sure. We would not get beat on effort and discipline. We would not get beat on effort and discipline. We got that? Sure. Discipline in your socks. Get them right now. Break it down on Red Bone, $8.95.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Hey, Carter, boy, you did not hustle more than me that night.
Let's go, man. Let's work and let's compete today, man. Let's get better every day. Hey, family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family. Hey.
We have to be ready to go on the field Saturday, bro. They're not going to give it to us. I'm telling y'all, we going into that stadium, they coming after our ass, bro. Let's go, man. Come on. We know this damn
Come on. And let's just make sure that we're motivating and encouraging our teammates. If you see somebody you're lulling, you see somebody dragging, let's pick them up. Pick them up. Take them up. You your brother's keeper. Make sure you understand that. You your brother's keeper. If you feel you lulling or dragging, if I feel like I'm down, I'm gonna go to Shad. Shad, help me out, dog. I ain't feeling it right now. Boost me. Got it? We got to do that for each other, man. If we want this team to be what everybody anticipates it being, then we got to start doing shit like that. Little things in the core of the leadership, we got to start doing it. Everybody got it? All right, keep the intensity up, man. Know what you're doing before you do it. Don't do shit out here that you don't know. Know what you're doing before you do it. Let's get it go.
Let's go, y'all boys. Keep going, man. We're having a good practice. Keep that shit up, man. Hey, SOB on me. SOB on 3. 1, 2, 3.
SOB. Spot. Shout out Well Off, shout out Camp Beta, that's what we're doing over here. I don't know if you saw the last video, student cam. It's fun stuff, man. We're gonna be doing stuff like that all day, all week. We're going to Nebraska this time. We're about to be messing with them fans, shooting tailgate stuff over there, and coming back here for CSU, which is pretty much a home game for us. Shooting stuff on the hill, we make it happen. You wanna do some stuff, we make it happen.
Almost.
Don't nickname our offense the Waffle House. We always open.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
Great.
On that same way heading into a big rivalry game on the road?
Yes, sir. I feel like every week is personal, especially this one. It's a bigger game because it's rivalry week, but you want to attack every game like it's rivalry week. Nebraska out here is going to be sold out and all these things, but that still doesn't faze us. We practice hard. We have the crowd noise going, so I think Coach Brown's getting us prepared for a great game this upcoming Saturday.
As an offensive lineman, crowd noise can be a factor. They're calling it maybe the most rabid crowd in a couple decades at Memorial Stadium on Saturday. How do you prepare for that?
I think this is what everyone wants to play college football for, to play in the biggest games, the biggest stages, the most fans, the most people watching on TV. I think it's just the platform that we all want to be on. I think the fans you can use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? You can silence the crowd when you're running down their throats and scoring. That's what we want to do. But the fans, we're not worried about it. I think it's just hype us up a little more. I think it'll be good for sure.
Thank you, sir.
What's good, Mr. People?
What's good, brother?
100 people in there.
How you feel it went, bro?
That was good. You know, all that doesn't matter. We got to just do our job, including myself. So it's fun to do that, but the real fun's on the field. So that's what I work on.
Got for the W. Freshman impact. Started 2 true freshmen on offense in season opener. First time in school history, Draylon and Jordan. Also, Micah Hood specialist was Hood and another redshirt freshman, Tajay McCoy. TV ratings, 4.8 million viewers, peaked at 5.6 million. That lets you know that our fan base is real. Fan base is real, and whether you like it or not, you want to see it. And I'm thankful I feel as though we have one of the best, if not the best fan base in the country. I mean, Horn was phenomenal. Phenomenal. 198 yards. I'm upset that I didn't know, because we'd have got it 200, but if he'd caught the ball on that one, he probably would have had 260. I love my Jimmy, man. Everything about it. God, I love it. Travis Hunter is Travis. 131 snaps. Showed no signs of tiring. He is who he is. He is the definition of him. 31 NFL scouts. Represented 19 teams on Thursday. Most scouts in attendance in senior history. And our man, Xavier Weaver, made the 53-man roster, and that's not an easy task, especially with the condition that he suffered at the conclusion of the season, man. So proud of him. Let's go.
Nikki Edwards, East First Variety Coach.
How you doing?
Nebraska week,
yes.
Rivalry.
Yeah.
Last year, there's a lot of hype. You said
it's always a lot of hype.
Yeah. You're going to Lincoln this year. How personal is this matchup? What should we expect?
First of all, I have a ton of respect for Matt Rule. He's in, I call it our class of coaches. We all, took on a tremendous task that year, along with Coach Dillingham and several others. So I feel like we're a fraternity. So I root for that class of head coaches that came in that year. He was a professional, did a phenomenal job, maybe not the job that he aspired to do, but he has a ton of experience and I love what he's accomplished in his college coaching career. But we got to do what we do. We got to go in there and do what we're capable of doing. And I think we showed a glimpse of that in the second half of our first game against a formidable opponent.
Hey, Coach. So a lot of times coaches will say that the most improvements made from that first game to second game. Curious if you believe that first off.
I don't know who said it.
Okay. A lot of coaches say that, but
who? It is written. It is written.
Yes, it's written.
I don't know where it said. I don't know.
But anyway, my question would be, as you watched the film of this last week, what are some of the biggest things that this team needs to improve upon from last week to
Well,
this
I
week
think
and just
we
going
improved
forward?
on in the second half. I think we corrected a lot of things in the second half. We were able to contain the run a lot better, played solid gap control. Chidozie did a phenomenal job. Front linebackers got to point of contact and they made the plays. And I think the secondary is pretty darn good. We just got to not give up short passes. That we just got to be a lot more physical, a lot more on point, and understand down and distance.
Hey Coach, I noticed you brought the whole team to the Stampede on Friday night and then had the whole team on the sideline, or I guess on Wednesday, and then the whole team on the sideline on Thursday. What was the thought process behind that?
I wanted to bless them. The whole team has been doing a phenomenal job of preparing one another, all for one, one for all. I love them. The walk-ons, the guys that the OBs, the original buffs, everyone, man, they've done a wonderful job. So I just wanted to reward them. I don't know if we're going to continue that because that sideline is really small and it gets crowded and we try to go over everything, the significance, and you guys over here and you guys over there, and we go back and we see guys everywhere. So it's kind of tough because you don't want to get upset at just people standing around. You really want to use them in some capacity, but it's tough when you have a short sideline like that. But I wanted to bless them. They deserve it.
Hi, Coach.
There she go.
Taylor Sadowski, SI. When it comes to games, we get to see that physical toughness, but when it comes to that mental toughness, like what are we not seeing in practice and in those games too?
Well, we always start off with a morning message that kind of directs their path to where they should go. It could come from another team or what transpired. And it's a lot of situations that Coach Pollock places up on the big screen to let us know what happens if we block a punt and it goes past the line of scrimmage. We want to prepare our guys in all aspects of the game. But the mental part of it, we may stop practice right in the middle and put them on the line and condition them and try to fatigue them a little bit to see how they respond then right after their fatigue. So it's a lot of things that could occur in the game. Sudden changes. Now you just throw the offense or the defense out there. We prepare our butts off for anything that could possibly happen in the midst of the game.
Troy, go ahead.
Hey Coach, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
Good. Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. I've got two for you. First, Dylan Raiola is making his second start. Does playing an inexperienced quarterback change the way that you want to kind of attack?
You attack weaknesses. I don't know if you attack inexperience. If that's a weakness, so be it. But the kid made some darn good throws, some pretty good plays. They did some consistent things that we knew they would do within their offense. A phenomenal game. I mean, it started out back and forth a little bit, but they went ahead and did what they needed to do. But I love what he showed in his first college game ever. I love what he showed.
And then my second one, are you doing anything special in practice this week to prepare for the atmosphere of the crowd?
Yeah, we started that today. Most definitely. Great question.
John.
Hey Coach, John Treach, KUSA.
How you doing, sir?
Doing well. Beyond your game plan, how much do you appreciate how much this means to the fan bases, not just now, but for generations, this rivalry?
I can't speak for generations, but man, I'm just happy and thankful that we are here right now. We're going to dominate the day as best as we can. But it's been things passed along and passed down from older generations to now that the governor got up in the meeting today and he took the floor and he allowed us to know some things about this rivalry and some things that should impact us just passionately about this rivalry. I'm pretty sure you're not going to see anybody on the team wearing red anywhere this week because he politely allowed us to know that's a no-no. So I love it. I think that's what college football is all about, whether we're in the same conferences or not, but this is a tremendous rivalry, and I look forward to it.
You spend all winter, all spring, all summer building the team. You're big on visualization, knowing what's coming. How much for you is taken out of evaluating game tape versus what you saw in practice? And did anything surprise you here?
Oh, great questions. Wait, great questions. Normally what you see in practice is what you're going to see in the game. It's very rarely do a kid practice like garbage and get opportunities to play like garbage in the game. Or it's up to us. We can't put them in that situation. We have to put these kids in a situation to succeed. That's what constitutes a really good coach. And we're trying our best. We got a lot of talent, we feel. We have guys that are very versatile. We just got to make sure they're in their capacity that they could be successful. And we can't put them out there in any other capacity.
The other one was, that also applies to the coaching staff too, right? I mean, it was, you made a lot of changes. How did you feel they handled the responsibilities and then came back to the table after evaluating their own position?
Also, I mean, it wasn't just that game, it's the preparation and through the course of the spring as well as fall camp, you kind of look and you know what you got. It's not a surprise. It's going to be out during the season. It's not a surprise. You kind of knew this Jack in the Box is in there. It's going to pop up, okay, with the right amount of pressure. And when things start to turn, it's going to pop up. So I love the staff, man. I love their, not just experience of football, but their experience in life with men and young men. I love the way they handle certain situations. I really do. That's why I love pros, man. And those guys are professional. They're handling these young men like they're professional. And we tell these guys every day, 31 scouts there. We had, I think, several scouts at practice today. That's an everyday thing. How could you not want this? How can you not want to be a part of this? How can you not want to perform for this? If you say you want to go to the NFL, and you got guys out here every day that can make that happen, what else do you want to like? So that's what we are. And I'm proud of the coaching staff as well as the young men and the support staff.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you all. Feel like a man on the field, like really.
Listen, Baby D. What's up, Baby D?
Trying to have your shirt off in the locker room.
Baby D. What you talking about me?
Why you always trying to stunt, man? You always trying to have your shirt off in the locker room.
They walking up to me with the camera with my shirt on.
Who was that? It wasn't me.
Huh?
It wasn't me.
Nah, it was during the game. The game day, y'all walking there with the camera.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not getting ready.
You always trying to take a shirt off. Now, if I took my shirt off on all the coaches, everybody be mad.
I wouldn't be mad.